Live right, walk right, you take away from the poor man and leave them just to suffer. Oh, if your life is not in line with the will of God, you must turn the searchlight inward. If you want to make it into heaven, my friend, live right and serve the Lord.
And good night to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. Once again, it is time for Talking Points. My name is Sheldon Scott. I'm with you up until the 10 o'clock hour. Yes, Carriacou people. Yes, it's me. Yeah. A special good night to the listeners out there in Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Those of you that can hear us in Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Maxan, good night to you, my dear. I know if you don't get it live, you'll get it on the rebroadcast when you're listening later. Sherma out there in Petite Martinique arena. My entire Petite Martinican squad, good night to you. My Bogles people, good night to you all. Winwood. 6 Roads, Leicester. Carriacou on a whole, a special good night to you. A special good night to you, Senator the Honorable Norland Cox. Bonfield, my good brethren, Bonfield, good night. Yes, folks, a team from the New National Party did visit Carriacou and Petite Martinique today. You will be getting some information about that within the next few hours. We will be sending out some information, more information on that. Yeah. My and folks, with last night's program, I have been receiving a lot, when I tell you a lot, of positive feedback regarding last night's program. We want to once again publicly thank Dr. Augustine Panchu for taking the time. A lot of what he spoke about, I saw it today again while we were in Carriacou and while we were in Petite Martinique. I saw a lot of it again beginning to manifest in various people. Some of them unaware that it is manifesting. Some of them, they put on the mask to try and avoid, but believe me, right? Nice, yeah, it is manifesting. And what we will say as well is that those of you that want to have a chat with Dr. Augustine Panchu, you want to have a little conversation with him, you want a little direction, you may be noticing something in yourself, or you may even be noticing it in a close relative or a friend or a co-worker or a neighbor. It may be in someone, and you want to know what you should do in that instance. You can have a conversation with him. His phone number, 406-3601. That's 406-3601. Let me make sure it's the right thing. Right, yes, I'm on it. 406-3601. We'll repeat it a little later in the program again if you would like to have a conversation with Dr. Panchu, yeah? Regarding some of the things that he spoke about last night. For those of you that did miss last night's program, you should take the opportunity to go back and listen to it, huh? Those of you that did miss last night's program, I know, yeah, it's not the normal kind of, we deal with them program. No, we were dealing with, we were dealing with was a serious issue that is affecting a lot of people. So those of you that have the opportunity to do so, do go back and listen to last night's program. Yeah, nice, yeah. Belva Charles, good night to you, my dear. And I think some people may not have yet gotten the message. So let me just remind folks that heard it before, or those who did not hear as yet, the bingo that was scheduled for this Sunday has been postponed. Yeah, so the New National Party, that fabulous bingo that we had planned for this Sunday, it has been postponed. So we're pushing it back a bit. Yeah, folks are right now all hands on deck to deal with the situations in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. As a political organization, the New National Party is doing several things. There are several initiatives that the New National Party has taken, and there are several suggestions that are being made by the party to the ruling administration in relation to how they deal with this issue, or the issues. It's not just one issue, but the issues that are surrounding this disaster that has befallen our people. So the bingo that was originally scheduled for Sunday, that has been postponed, as well as the town hall meeting that was also scheduled for this weekend. In fact, that was scheduled for Sunday as well. That as well has been postponed. The elegant affair is scheduled for Saturday. That activity is still on. You can still contact the various folks here. You could contact Miss Kathy Albert at 347-262-6818, Wendy McGuire at 917-602-1476, Aisha Oliver 917-520-3164, PD Francis at 917-642-7187, and Sharon Caesar at 862-234-0879. So you can contact any one of those individuals. Tickets cost only $100. It's taking place this Saturday starting from 9 p.m. and it will be at the Legacy Loft. That's at 9302 Ditmas Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11236. All right? So that's 9302 Ditmas Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11236. So those of you that can make it, or those of you that might just want to buy the ticket even though you ain't going, but you want to donate, yeah? Because some of the proceeds will be going towards the work that is taking place for the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique and St. Patrick, the parts of Grenada that have been affected. We don't want to leave out our St. Patrick brothers and sisters. We cannot leave them out. We should never leave them out. So our brothers and sisters in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, I know over the weekend, the New National Party youth arm, they were engaged in cleaning up in the St. Patrick area. So the team of young people, they went up there. I think they're also scheduled to return sometime on this weekend. They will be returning to St. Patrick, God's willing, to continue doing some cleanup and so. And outside of that, the political leader of the New National Party, he took the time and he went up to St. Patrick over the weekend. So he was in St. Patrick, various parts of St. Patrick over the weekend, meeting with individuals, understanding their concerns, and so as leader of His Majesty's opposition, and also gaining more information as to what the needs of people are and so on, so that he can effectively champion their cause in the parliament and outside of the parliament, yeah? Because sometimes you need that extra voice, that voice of reason and wisdom that he carries. So you need that voice out there to argue on your behalf, or to not necessarily argue, because I don't want it to seem as though he's doing something negative, but at least to plead a case on the behalf of these individuals. So he visited there, and today a team from the New National Party went up to Carriacou and Petit Martinique, and we had Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell leading that team, along with the Honorable Peter David and the Honorable Clarice Modeste. So that team, yes, I was there too, right? Went up to Carriacou, where we met with our wonderful brother Norland Cox, and we did go around and speak to persons, find out what the situation is, what the situation was, and what the situation is, and some of the concerns of the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. You'll be hearing a lot more in relation to that in the coming days and weeks and so. Yeah, and several recommendations have been formulated out of those meetings. Because it's one thing to sit in Grenada and say, well, okay, this has happened in Carriacou and Petit Martinique and St. Patrick. It's one thing to sit and say, okay, this is what should be done. It's a totally different thing to go and see for yourself and to speak to the people involved and to find out from them what their needs are, what their concerns are. Yeah? It's one thing to see a video and the video shows you a boat parked up on a beach. It's another thing to go and speak to the fisherman who has lost tens of thousands of dollars because that boat has been beached and damaged, who has his family to maintain, who has his children to educate, who has all of these things. And sometimes you may be speaking to the fisherman and you realize that, hey, all he has is the boat. Maybe he saved the boat. We were speaking to one today and he said, listen, I saved the boat, but I lose my house. So he has his boat, but his house is gone. His business he had attached to it, that's gone. But at least he has his boat. Yeah? So there are those situations. There are many people who are now basically out of work. Because the place where they were working, it's one thing. You watch the pictures. The pictures are one thing. But when you actually meet to the people who these pictures reflect a story on, it's a totally different thing. It's one thing to see a video. It's one thing to see a picture. It's a totally different thing when you are actually there on the ground and are speaking to people to find out how this affected them. When you speak to people and you hear, listen, I have nothing. Everything is gone. The wind took everything and it scattered stuff. I can't find this. I can't find anything. All my clothes is gone. Everything. Not just the roof, but the entire house is gone. All the electronics, everything that they had, gone. Yeah? So it's a different thing to sit here in Grenada, watch the videos, watch the pictures and say, hey, this is what needs to be done and that is what needs to be done. But it is totally different to go to Carriacou as Dr. Mitchell, Honorable Clarice Modest, Honorable Peter David, Senator Norland Cox. Well, you know Senator Norland Cox is based up there. It's a different thing to actually go there and go around Carriacou and have the conversations. Not just to see the boat, but to hear the story behind the boat. Not just to see that a container was picked up by the wind and sent over nearly, how much? Nearly 1,000 feet? Well, no, man, that would be a good distance. To destroy a structure that many people could definitely have died had it hit there while they were still in that place. To hear the stories, it's totally different. So I know it was a serious eye-opener to the members of the New National Party team. And also, you know, today, today, I found something very disturbing. And I'll tell you why I find it disturbing. I find it disturbing that a political party that you check, and I am sure if you check the Facebook page now, it's the same thing, that have started no significant initiatives as a political organization. Yeah? They are the ones attacking the New National Party for the initiatives that they are taking. So a political organization that is in office, that basically are saying that what they're doing in government, that's the NDC doing it. And you try to find out then, hey, what are you doing as a political party? Forget government. Government is government. But what are you as a political organization doing to assist the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique? What are you doing? And there's total silence. They're crickets. But the New National Party, you see them throwing out all sorts of nonsense, and I won't put their nonsense onto the program, but they're putting out all sorts of nonsense that, oh, the NNP say they're doing this in Carriacou and it's not true on the NNP. No, let's just get it clear here. The New National Party spoke of two major initiatives. One of them is the hot meals. Yeah? One of them is the hot meals. And, you know, let me show you. There's one photo here, right? This is of some of the meals that were being distributed. And so by that program in Carriacou, supported by the New National Party. That's not anybody, that's the NNP is doing that. to help the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, because you may be cleaning. You may be trying to put back on a roof, a temporary roof onto your place, or to clean up around the house to make it livable again. Or you may even be doing that to your business place or so. So you don't have time to go and cook and different things. So the NNP says, well, okay, let's try to provide at least a meal so that people who are in that situation, at least they have something. Yeah? And then you have the NNP also going up today. And let me just see if I can find some of the stuff, some of the footage from today. Yeah? With this is Dr. Mitchell up there in Carriacou today, and the meal program is going on, because I hear some people saying it's only NNP people. Nonsense. They are doing nothing. NNP is doing something, but they're criticizing what the new National Party is doing while they themselves are doing nothing. Yeah? And this is just some from what the NNP is doing up there. At least they are doing something and helping people. But you have people who are doing nothing. Nothing as a political organization, except give their friends jobs for $10,000, $15,000, and we earn as much as $20,000. Yeah? That's what they are doing. Giving their friends big jobs. And then the NNP is trying its very best, yeah, to help the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Remember, you're in opposition. Yeah? Your funding is limited. And yet still the NNP is trying, went up with, this is just some of the stuff that we went up with today for the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Yeah, just some of the stuff that was brought up to Carriacou today by the new National Party to help with that program to feed people in Carriacou. Yeah? And probably it might be extended as well to Petit Martinique if after speaking with the people in Petit Martinique, once you confirm when, because you don't want to go there on the day that other people are doing the same thing. You want to go on a day that it's needed. Yeah? So instead of everybody trying to do it at the same time, if they know that this particular day or that particular day is the new National Party's turn, that the new National Party can do it in Petit Martinique. And I'll come back to Petit Martinique in a short while. Yeah? So you have the new National Party on the ground up there, working, actually doing things to help the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Yeah? You have the new National Party up there, when I tell you, actually working to help the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Up there today, making sure that the job gets done. And you have people who ain't doing nothing. The political organization is doing nothing except rebroadcasting government work. Yeah? All they're doing is rebroadcasting what government is doing. They ain't have nothing to show. They say the NDC as a political organization, clear and separate from the government of Grenada, is doing this initiative in St. Patrick, or is doing this initiative in St. Andrew, or Carriacou, or Petit Martinique. Nothing. But they're running them out on what the new National Party is doing. When you could have people like what? The gentleman who is on the NDC executive in Spice Alby Traders there, posting all this kind of nonsense. What is their organization doing to help the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique? You're there running your mouth on the NNP who is doing something. What is the NDC as a political organization, not as the government? The government is the government, the NDC is the NDC. What are they doing? Yeah? They're giving the impression like the new National Party say they go in and do the toilets in Carriacou, and they ain't do no toilets in Carriacou, and this kind of foolishness. And so, listen, these are some photos of the units being loaded onto the Tyrrell Bay today. They should be arriving in Carriacou. If they have not already arrived, they should be arriving shortly in Carriacou. It is not simply a matter, and we have to say this to them, it is not simply a matter of you saying, okay, we're going to do portable toilets, and you send portable toilets to Carriacou, and that's it. No. There has to be a system in place of how these portable units are cleaned and maintained. Because they're portable, so they ain't moving. So you can't just have them there and they are not being cleaned. So you have to have the mechanism and the system to ensure that they are clean. So there are 2 trucks that are going up. And I know the Honorable Emlyn Pear mentioned that on Monday. So there are 2 trucks that are going up with it, so that they are going to ensure that where these are placed, that they are cleaned at regular intervals, because they are being sent up. Because if you have people not having the proper facilities to use because they are destroyed, and they start to go and use the wrong type of facilities, what can happen is that we can have outbreaks of various things taking place. So as such, the New National Party sent up these portable toilets on the Tyrrell Bay today. And of course, you had the trucks that had to go with to be able to clean them and so on. So it's not a matter you just send it and you put it up. But you see, bad mind is bad mind no matter how you look at it. So when people wicked and when they bad mind, that is how they just think. They have nothing as a political organization to show, not even a toilet. As a political organization, the government is the government. The government is the government. Let me take this call here. Hello, good night.
Good night, Sheldon.
Hi, good night, my dear. How are you?
Good night. Morning, and people going up and help.
I haven't heard what you said.
Eh?
I haven't heard what you said, caller. You're kind of muffled. Go right ahead again.
More NMC people going up and help them. It's Mitchell and them.
No, Dr. Mitchell came back down. I'll explain off air because I'm hearing a kind of echo coming from by you. I'm not sure why. So I'll explain. I'll explain off the phone. Hello?
Because don't matter me roof and me kitchen and me roof come out over me house. I don't know if group, they say group have to go up and help. So I want to see if group going up and help. I could go up with them too and help.
No problem. I'll give you some more information in relation to that, my dear.
Okay then, because I'm trying to get Miss Emmeline and I ain't getting, because me roof over my kitchen and over my bed, it come off. So I said I want to get that fixed before I go and help them, go up and help them, because I have a sister up there, and we can't get in touch with her. So I said in the meantime, I'll go up there and help, and then go and look for her and see what happens. Go back to me the same way, you know?
Yeah. Well, here's what I'll ask you to do. Give me WhatsApp me on this number. Give me a WhatsApp on the same number that you just dialed. WhatsApp me and I'll speak with you in relation to finding your sister for you and so.
Okay then.
All right,
okay.
my dear. Nice. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, all they want me as invest. I finding people family for them if they want me to find them. Yeah? Because I would think that by now there would be a register of all the folks who are in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, and there would be a particular desk at NADMA that folks could contact to find out what is the status of their family. I would think that by now, and by the way, I'm not knocking the work of NADMA. Eh? This is not NADMA. This is at the policy making level. So I would think that by now, you would have assessed various villages. You know who is there. Even like you're doing a census, but you have to have that information because the coordinators are supposed to be familiar with the particular areas where they're from, isn't it? So it should be very easy, and there should be a contact point for people to be able to call and find that sort of information out. And they should not 1 week after still be wondering if this person is okay or this person is there, that person is there, and so on. It's unfortunate. It is causing a lot of additional trauma to family members who are living outside of the state of Grenada and cannot just jump up a boat to get to Carriacou and Petit Martinique. It is causing additional stresses to them. Yeah, many people lost their phones and their means of communication during the hurricane. Remember, roof go, rain pouring in. Sometimes how you run, you leave the phone wherever it is or it fall out. Sometimes the wind take it and go with it. So there are a lot of people trying to phone family members in Carriacou and in Petit Martinique, and they can't reach them because they've lost their device. And remember, these days, for instance, for me, There are only about 3 numbers I think I can quote off the top of my head that I call. Every other number, I saved it into the phone. I have the person's name. So you want to call the person, you go and you look for the name and you call. But you can't say this is the number, that is the number. I use the brain for other things. I ain't using that part of the brain for that. You don't understand? I'm storing other information there. So it is difficult for people to say, well, okay, let me reach my sister in Texas or let me reach my brother in California when they've lost their device. So understand the kind of trauma is taking place here. So if a system is put in place that people are able to contact through email or WhatsApp or direct call, that they would be able to find out where their family member is, if their family member is still in Grenada, if they've left Carriacou and come down to Grenada, if they've traveled to somewhere else. It's important to do that. All right? 440, folks, we are taking your calls, 440-7377 and 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers to call and get onto the inside. And folks, again, these people are talking and saying, oh, NNP say they're doing this and NNP say they're doing that. And making, who are there to make jokes? They're not doing anything. The NDC as a political organization is doing that. Watch them scramble tonight to try and find something to do. But check their Facebook page right now. Right now, go to the Facebook page, NDC Grenada. Let me see. Okay, no, nothing there. That is government doing that. All right, government that doing that. Let me see. That. Government that doing that, right? That is a government thing, right? That is regional people send food stuff and thing to the government, right? Just glory pictures of them. Yeah, they are doing nothing. Nothing. No. Oh yeah, look, Florida chapter trying to raise money, right? That is nice. Nice. But what are they doing as a political organization? But they're trying to run them out. And let me show you something. Right now, up in New York, you have Mr. Nimrod Olivier. Man busy up there. Man's busy up there. Getting supplies and so on together. Yeah? For the fundraiser and to support the various initiatives that are taking place here in Grenada. The Honorable Emlyn Pear is also up there in New York. And they, look, little Rodney and all helping. But some big hardback man and woman in NDC down here making maconis instead of going and try and help. Look at Rodney and all helping. Yeah? So the NNP is doing what it said it would do. But these people, they're so ashamed of the fact that they have nothing to show. And folks, let me tell you all, this nonsense about you could only send stuff to NADMA. The new National Party is trying to assist. So whether it is that you want to assist with the meals for the people in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, where they're cooking and they're providing food for people in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, not NNP, not NDC, they're providing food to people, yeah, in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. And I could confirm as somebody who has been there, that is anybody could come and get food. Right, so as people who are providing for people in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, if you'd like to donate or you'd like to assist, you can call 440-1875 or 440-1876 anytime after 9 a.m. tomorrow and before 4 p.m. and you can make your donation. Yeah? You can make your donation. Right? I have got donations of clothes. Thank you, Belva Charles. Donations of clothes. I've got some adult Pampers and so on. Folks, we need some sanitary napkins and those sort of things. Other toiletries, especially. Those things are needed. The clothes, not so much again. Yeah, I think we have enough right now. Oh gosh, right now, are overloaded. When it comes to that particular area, are overloaded. Right? But toiletries and so, they do need toiletries and those usables. So like the sanitary napkins, the adult diapers, even Pampers for children, baby formula, Nestum and those sort of things. There is a need for those things still. So while a lot of people are sending the canned foods and all these kind of things, there is a serious need as well for things, the baby formula, the Nestum, the Pampers for different age, the size, size 3 and size 4. The different grades of Pampers and those sort of things. They do need those sort of stuff as well. All right, so when you're sending, remember, some of these are children, and they need children's items and so on as well. So if you're willing to help with that, you can contact us on 4401875, 4401876, right? My intention is to make up 2 bags from Talking Points of various items and send up as well, yeah? So I'm looking to make up 2 bags of items. And when I say bag, I ain't talking about look at thing like this, I'm talking about them big thing, like, when them Nigerian going home from New York and thing. Yeah, them big bag. They're big bag, right? At least we're starting off with 2, and we have some others. I know I could fill 2 of those and send. And we have other stuff that's coming that we'd be able to assist with it as well. So those of you that are willing to assist, either through the New National Party or you want to do it through Talking Points, Masabul Masako. So you could WhatsApp us on the 4407377 number, and we would be willing to assist. And again, not so much the clothes again. Yeah, they need drinking water. Water is a necessity. And when I say that, let me congratulate at the same time Samaritan's Purse for the continued excellent job that they are doing. I need to say that, yeah? Let me, again, while I'm congratulating Samaritan's Purse, let me congratulate Bishop Devon Roche, Pastor Happy Akasi, and all the other Grenadians that have been working along with them to ensure that they assist, that they help as much people in Carriacou and Petit Martinique as possible. Yeah? They have been doing an excellent job. Excellent job. Above and beyond. Yeah? So it's absolutely wonderful. 44073773473293101. Say a special good night to my brethren, P.D. Francis. Yeah. Sorry, Cassian. Also, let me remind you, there's another activity that's coming up, Diamond and Pearls, the garden party. That's happening on, wait, no, that one gone already, man. Yeah, that one gone already. I don't know why I'm thinking it's July 16th, But we have a caller on the line. Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night.
Good night, caller. How are you doing?
I'm there. By God's grace, I'm there. Praise
Yes.
God. I trust in God for everything, and I'm there.
Of course, yes, you have to trust in him.
Yes.
Go right ahead.
I'm calling and telling them, well, St. Patrick's needs some help too,
Yes, of course. And we have been mentioning that at all costs because after speaking to Mr. Panchu, Dr. Panchu last night, we realized that the situation in St. Patrick is a lot worse than a lot of us have realized before.
Yes, we need a lot of help in St. Patrick's too. And one thing I want to say too, I want to know if Beryl did come for colors, red, green, blue, yellow, black, green. I want to know if Beryl did come for colors because I understand that some of them say we have to get forced before others get. But I know Beryl didn't come for colors. Beryl didn't know colors,
I still try to understand something, caller. Maybe it's me personally, just part of my personality. If a plane is loading, if I'm going on a flight, right, and the plane is loading, I don't mind if I was the last person to go on the plane, because the plane ain't gonna leave me. Once I'm there and I'm in the line, the plane going, if I'm the last person or the first person to go on the plane, it doesn't change the fact the plane will leave when the plane is leaving. Yeah, and I'm not late for it. Everybody's there, we're going. But for some people, they vex if you go in front of them, they vex if... No, the end of the day is the plane going and I'm going on the plane. I have my seat assigned to me. So this thing about I must get food first before everybody else, there's enough for people to get. But the attitudes of some people, and if we remember what was said by Dr. Panchu last night, some of that is psychological. Huh? Yes, caller? Yeah, but you go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead, caller. Go ahead. Hello?
Hello, but some of them feel that they have to get forced, and if you don't have more for because it's callers they're going by, so you get forced, they get forced, and you don't have for the rest callers, is okay with them?
I could not feel comfortable in a situation like that. Maybe that's how my parents grew me up.
No, I really can't understand what's going on. Anyhow, we're trusting in God for everything.
All right. Thank you very much, my dear.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll say this. Maybe it's how my parents grew me up, but I can't see that I'm trying to hoard things, and there are people who need right in my eyesight, and I ain't care if they get. No, I ain't come from that kind of people. No. Okay, we lost that call. 440-7377 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get onto the inside. We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, Sheldon. How are you tonight?
Ziggy!
Oh, lovely.
Good seeing you today, bro.
Well, I saw you tonight. I saw you today in Carriacou. You were so amazing to see you, man. You and the dog and Peter David and Senator Cox, man. I love that, man. You guys look, everybody in Carriacou feel like Jesus Christ, come to Carriacou. It was so nice to see you guys. I didn't get enough chance to talk to you and to the doc and to Senator Cox, but everybody know me. I was doing the work.
Yes.
Anyhow, I just want to say tonight, what's really going on in Carriacou is plenty changes, and plenty people getting fed up with me when I do my live videos and see what's happening in Carriacou. But as you was there and I see and you heard for yourself from other people, plenty people feel to open them out and talk, and especially when they're talking the truth, they're thinking, oh, you're a lawyer. As Mr. Killer was saying right along the before night, he was there and he knew every single thing what happened. So anytime I see I talk, people think I'm lying until somebody like Mr. Killer to come out and talk, and then people want to call me and say, oh, you know why you're sure look at Mr. Killer say that? So if Mr. Killer didn't say it, then I'd never believe what I was saying. But anyhow, let me leave it alone. I just want to say that plenty changes going on now, because I realize they know that we coming out, which Ziggy and the NMP team is coming out and doing what they're supposed to be doing, what they cannot do, and that's what they cannot handle. Because they think that the NMP coming to overthrow them, but we're not coming to overthrow them, and this is about politics. And that's what I try to tell everybody. What's going on in Carriacou is not about politics. It's about let me get Carriacou up on top and let me move forward. And when we're moving forward, then we come back to the politics. But for now, what's going on in Carriacou is about politics. And who want to get mad, who want to get vexed, whatever what I am saying, that's the business because I'm talking the truth. Mr. Sheldon Scott, I went to what they call it, Madza or Mada or what they call whatever is the name. That was a big joke in Carriacou. I went to them and I asked them, because everybody called me and say, oh, Ziggy, only blessing the government and the minister, why you go out and do your work? So I form a team, I get my boys and them, I say, listen, people saying they need help to cover the roof, let me go out and fix people's roof. I get 1, 2, 3, 4 guys to go with me and do roof. I went to them. I said to Mazda. How do you call them?
Nadma.
Nadma. I went to Nadma and I said to them, if you guys are generator, can you give us donate or give us a generator so we could go out and help people cover the roof with tarpaulins? You know what one of the guys who they in Nadma tell me? That is over a pay grade. He cannot give me a generator. So, but they could give other people generator to fix all the government vehicles. He say, I meet one guy with a generator. I say, where's the generator? Give me the generator. He say, oh no, that's for such and such because he has to fix all the ministry vehicles, not the government, the ministry vehicles. If they punch out, if they break down or whatever, so you need electricity to fix it. Which I don't have a problem with that. But still, I'm going to give a generator so the guys to power up the tools so we could cover up people's roof. Because right now, the problem in Carriacou is not about the food right now. It's about covering up the roof because we're getting plenty rain falling. So if the roof cover, people could be comfortable inside of the house. They could be able to cook. They could be able to drink something, get some little ice. But for now, in Carriacou, I don't see the sense of giving people rice, flour, canned beef, what, because they cannot cook it anyway. We cannot cook it because if there are no gas, we cannot cook. And then I was trying to explain to them, but they still not seeing it because they're still thinking that they thinking I want to be political, but I'm not being political. I'm seeing where it is. I'm seeing where they're making a mistake. And they still don't understand it because I guess the people in Carriacou, something wrong with them. Not everybody in Carriacou, but some of them, something wrong with them.
Mm-hmm.
Something really wrong with them. You understand? Because I try my best to go out and help and do 4-5 roofs in Carriacou, help cover. And anyhow, before I go through it, I want to say good night to Sister B. She's so beautiful, she's wonderful, and she's so caring. Because she called me when I called the program the last Wednesday. She called me after and she said to me that she get me number and she called me and she tell me anything I need, when I help, she's gonna do it. She give me plenty ice. And this was so lovely. Thank God for she and I'm in Grenada. And I must go and visit her tomorrow, which I already get more ice. I didn't have the car and tell her, but I still have the person say hi to her because she said, when she saw me, she said, what do you need to take care of? I said, we need ice, we need this. And she doing it. She give us she had to give. Miss B in Montu in Grenada. God bless you. You're a very kind heart and I love you. And you're gonna see me tomorrow. Please go to must pass and say hi to you. I will pass. As she says, she knows Stella Scott very good.
Yes.
All right, so let me continue going on, Mr. Scott.
Okay.
Anyhow, I don't want to pick up all the time tonight because I'm outside. But plenty of things going on in Carriacou and plenty of hiding it. We just want to make the NDC looking pretty. But the NDC not looking pretty because not the NDC government are buying whatever comes for Carriacou. It's donation, it's people who donate stuff for Carriacou and they don't want to give the people in Carriacou. And the people in Carriacou shame and afraid to open them out and talk. And if they're afraid to talk, I'm going to talk for them and I don't care what they do to me, Mr. Scott. I don't care what they want to do to me. I'm going to be open and I'm talking the truth. Please give I was saying to them, give the construction man, the man and them who doing roof, give them the generator. I understand they give, and I understand from good source, they give certain people 3 and 4 and 5 generators. To do what? To air condition the building because the mosquito biting, mosquito biting Carriacou. Mosquito biting me every night, I'm sleeping in it every night. So why them they can't sleep in it too?
I heard that story while on the port today, and there was one individual who was involved with the thing and was saying, no, that's not true. So, but I'll say this though, Ziggy, what happens in situations when you are playing footsie with the information and you're not putting out the information in a timely manner and in a truthful manner is that people begin to create stories of their own. So whether it's true or it's not true, you wouldn't be sure because the source that's supposed to be giving you the information is not giving you. And you're seeing precedent for what they're being accused of because you're seeing situations where Somebody may have been given a generator, or somebody, family member, sent a generator up and it disappeared into the abyss of Nadma. So you're hearing those stories.
No, but
and
it's
because
true.
things happen,
It's
have
true.
happened, people tend to believe, so people will believe now that, hey, they give one person 5. People will actually believe it, even if it's not true.
Because they're not talking the truth. And what I'm saying to you on the phone right now tonight, people might say, oh, I make it up. But I have people that will say yes, because I did have people with me when I went for the generator. And when the guy say, oh, this is above EP grade, you cannot give me a generator. And the generator in this one will pour up my house or to pour up anybody's place is to help the people in Carriacou.
Well, here's what, Ziggy. Here's what, Ziggy. We won't prolong on it. I will give you a call. Me and you go talk, and we go see what we could work out.
That would be nice.
Especially if you have a team of guys that willing to go and help put on roof and so on.
I have it.
Me and you going to discuss that, and listeners, you all know you're going to help. But me and you going to discuss that. Okay?
Yeah, I have a team of guys, and it's just a generator because everybody tools is battery. They need to power up and to fix.
And make you all will work faster. So here's what. The Talking Points family, they are listening. And those who may be able to help, I know that basically you can't find a generator on island now. There may be some coming in within the next week or so. Some may come in on
even
island.
Even a chain settle, because there are plenty of trees, and I was trying to help some people today to unblock the road. And one white guy is my friend. I had to beg him to come and help me cut the trees out in the road. And he did come. You know what he said to me? I like you, because the way I come to him, I see have the chainsaw, and he said the way I come to him, he just likes how I talk to him. So he did come and he did cut the road out. Thank him for that.
All right. And Ziggy, I need you to contact Senator Cox and the team, because for the toilets that came up, they need some help in setting them up.
I will.
So if you can help them along with that. All right?
I'm a team going to be there to help them. And I've got to call Senator Cox's name. I want to say good at the Senator Cox and Wendy Edmund. They're doing a very good job making sure the people have food to eat, hot meal. I love the split pea soup last week. I love the lentil pea soup. They really take good care of us. That was very, very nice of them. Because we are seeing some for hot meal on the island. And the greatness about the hot meal, you cannot be giving people rice or flour and sugar, and they don't have any way to make no food.
Ziggy.
So the best, as the one telling you, they're very disorganized. So like if they could have the other food they have, they could have given it to each village and each kitchen. They could do it because they had the power to do it. Just like how they had the power to set up all the ministers to come in Carriacou and probably show people they could have do it. So they could have just do that. And we now cook and give everybody in Carriacou. Just like a pretty matic operating.
Here it is again. Some other calls coming in and people start to cuss me. So
we go talk. You call me and we're going to talk.
Yes, okay, my brother.
All right, my brother. Have a good night. Yes, good. Yeah. This be good night. Oh, lovely.
My lovely. Hey. Mommy George, good night to you. Let's go to the WhatsApp line. I've got a call on the WhatsApp line before I get cussed. Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, Sheldon. How are you?
Well, you would not cuss me, but anyhow. Good night to you, Nurse McGuire. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good night, Talking Points family. Sheldon, I just wanted to ask a question in regards to the people. What measures are in place for the people to get their medication? Because I heard a story over the weekend that's really sad, and it's still bothering me. I'm hearing about people getting food and getting water. Is there anything that's in place for people to get their medication? Do you know what's going on with that?
What I can tell you is taking place is that the Samaritan Purse with the field hospital that they have set up, they are also providing medication to folks with various conditions. So that's one source of getting medication. Also, Senator the Honorable Norland Cox, as you know, he's involved in the pharmaceutical industry, and he is assisting people directly himself out of your own two pockets. He has been helping quite a lot of people to obtain their medication as well.
Great job. Senator Cox.
So I'll say this to
Sheldon,
you: if you have an initiative where you're getting medication, especially in as regards hypertension and so on, you know the ones, the usual ones, as we say,
yes,
sugar and pressure, right?
yes,
And
yes.
even stuff for asthmatics as well. Yeah.
Yes, I'm trying.
Those
I'm
sort of
trying to
things.
do that. I'm trying to my cousin is actually a pharmacist in the VA hospital in DC. So he's trying to help me out because I'm not down there to go speak to them. So I have him going in there for me. Thing is, too, I also need like videos or pictures and stuff. Just to show them how the devastation and everything that the people are going through. So they have a heart, because he's like, oh, the medication, they just trash it and that's it. So I was like, even if they have to speak to me, they need, my license number, they need anything, ID, anything, just call me and I'll give it to them to get it. But main reason why I'm saying this is because I went to a function over the weekend on Sunday. It was a relief for the same Grenada for burial. And someone I know that's very bubbly, that likes to go out and have fun like myself. And I walked in there and her head was like down. Like Dr. Pancho said, when you can see depression from a distance.
Yeah.
So I went up to her and I said to her, I know who she is. I'm not going to call names because, I don't want nobody calling people, harassing them, cussing them, all of that stuff. But I walked over to her and I said, I know you're from Carriacou. How's the family? Everybody good? She looked at me and she said, well, everybody was good. She said they survived the hurricane. And she said, oh, a family member died recently after the hurricane. So I said, why? She said, well, the medication was sent over to him and it wasn't given to him, so he died because of not getting the medication. So I said to her, what medication is it? Trying to put together as to, the medication and what could have caused it and all of that stuff. She couldn't tell me the medication, but she just said it was for his heart. And I'm saying to myself, that is the same thing I said last week when I called. You survived the hurricane and then something that could have saved your life, took it. So it just, left
and Wendy,
I'll
say this, while during Ivan, I think you had about 33 people died during Ivan itself. After Ivan, even more people died, There were a lot of people that died after. Some of them, the elder folks especially, they took on when they looked at all they worked for the entire life, gone. They just couldn't carry on. I know of one individual that just wanted the children to take him on a daily basis, just bring him and put him sit down in the land. That's all he wanted. Just bring him and put him sit down under where a particular tree was in the land. That's all he wanted until he died. Yeah?
Because a lot of people going to be depressed. That's going to be a major thing. So we have to watch for the depression too. Some people might commit suicide. We have to look at that too.
So also, if we can get some
all of that stuff,
if we can get some painkillers, because that's over-the-counter painkillers, and some antibiotics as well, because you're dealing with a lot of people that are dealing with galvanized and nails and different things, and I'm seeing people with what they may consider to be little wounds, but if they're not getting their diabetic medication, what's going to happen? So they have the little cut on the finger and you see the bandage up and you realize the bandage looking kind of dirty, that sort of thing. And they see it as nothing. Well, okay, we're in a situation and it bandage and dies that.
No,
but it's
like
a danger.
I said the last time too, it's a big problem because if you get tetanus and you get all of these things, it's infected. Infection is a big issue. Antibiotics it depends on what it is. It's difficult to get by the antibiotics cream. Like some of the creams and stuff I can get, but some of it you'll need a prescription. To I'm no longer in the hospital setting, so I'm out, doing house visits, so I don't have access to like antibiotics or where I can, so those are like prescription wise.
Let me ask you for some things that I'd like to see you send ASAP for the people of St. Patrick, and we must not forget St. Patrick, the people of St. Patrick, those who've been affected on mainland, because some in St. Mark and St. Andrew have been affected too. So these people, as well as the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, glucometer, strips, blood pressure machines. Even if there's one in each of the shelters, at least, so that the people who are thus affected can keep track of what is going on, rather than when a healthcare professional or so on comes around and they're doing checks. If there's something there that they can check on a daily basis, and there are enough strips and so that they can check on a daily basis.
Okay, so I'll be coming down like in the next 3 weeks. I'll try to bring down some of those and some pain medicine, some painkillers.
Hopefully not going to charge you. Hopefully not going to charge you.
Well, Sheldon, I'm doing the nurses are doing this stuff. We're doing something with the nurses too. So we're going to give a monetary donation, and we're also going to give pack stuff in barrels and boxes to send, but we're also going to give money towards, what they need to get. But myself, I'm giving, some other supplies, like the wound supplies and the diapers and all of that. This is coming from me. I'm sorry, but I'm not doing no 50%. I'm going to pay for my stuff because I want to make sure it gets in the right hands and it's distributed to the right people. Not, you don't have because you yellow, you get it. Color is not in that. No, it's not the time for color. We are all one and we all should be treated equally. Exactly. Okay, so I'm going to make sure it gets there so that, and I usually go to who needs it more. That's how you look at it. Who needs it more? It's not because, I voted for you, you're going to give that person. No, you look, you assess, and you see who needs it more, and that's, how it's done. So like I said, I'm going to do that so that to make sure that it doesn't go to one set of people and other people that need it doesn't get it. So, yes, some of it I will, when I'm coming, I will bring it, and the rest I'll put it in a barrel and ship it. Hopefully it comes soon.
Okay. Thank you so very much, nurse, for your continued assistance to the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique in and out of disaster. We thank you so very much.
You're welcome. Have a blessed night. Take care.
Same to you, my dear. All right. 440-7377 and 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. Yeah, and folks, I just want to play something because I want to just let you all know something about what I'm going and play with. Now, what is this thing doing here? Now, that to move, you have to move from there. Right, bye-bye. Nice, right. We move something that shouldn't be there. Right, so I just want to play something for you all. Yeah, I know it's kind of difficult, but anyway, right. I just want to play something for you all here. Right, let me play that now.
Question was for Carriacou and Petit Martinique in the wake of burial.
We have utilized some of the houses there for persons who have been displaced.
Lie. Okay, let me play it again. People who listening in Carriacou, the people I speak to today, let me play it again. This is what the Minister of Housing is saying.
Question was for Carriacou and Petit Martinique in the wake of burial.
We have utilized some of the houses there for persons who have been displaced.
Again, lie, 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 lie. She is a liar. She lied. Yeah, that is not true. Right? We've already told you what took place during the hurricane when folks were put on, yeah? Yeah. When folks were put out from that facility. Yeah? So no folks have been put inside. All you lie. EMD. Yeah? Lie. Don't lie for us. We go expose all you. Don't lie. Lie, 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 lie. Yeah? Again.
Carriacou and Petit Martinique in the wake of burial.
We have utilized some of the houses there for persons who have been displaced.
Okay, so the houses are being utilized for some people who have been displaced. All right, so that question has been answered.
Minister, if you don't know the answer to a question, let me tell you, I was in the seat before, so I understand, right? If you don't know an answer to that question, the proper response is, I am not sure at this time what the present situation is. I will get back to you on that one. Okay, I'm teaching tonight. I'll just one class, free class tonight. I am not sure what the present situation is as obtains to that issue. I will do some research and get back to you. Not because you're the minister, I mean you know. Because you come there now and you lie. Lie, 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 lie. Right? Nice. 440-7377-34. No, you can't leave your face there. I'm going to move that. Right, 440-7377 and 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get onto the inside. A reminder again, it's now 6 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock. Reminder that Sunday's bingo activity has been postponed. So Sunday's activity has been postponed. It is not taking place. All right, Sunday's activity is not taking place. All right, let's go to the phone lines. We have a call online. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Hi, Sheldon. Good night.
Good night, my dear. You're live. Go right ahead.
How are you?
I am more than fine.
Of course, we are blessed.
Yes, all the time, you know.
Sheldon, I'm calling you to let you know. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. You go ahead.
Yes, I just calling you to let you know what Ziggy said. It's a fact. I have some family up in Donglistan. They called me and they said to me, well, they, as you know, you didn't have current up there, but they end up get some current by somebody.
Generator,
and they called me and they told me all what you see the people and them saying about what they're doing, it is not true. They say they're watching face up there when they give in, like when they pass on young and give things. They say once they give them a little bit of flour, a little bit of rice, and thing, they don't get in nothing up there. They're watching face because what they're saying is and the see people, they really want giving them things on them. So since Monday, I wanted to call you to let you know that what happened, I was not wrong at the time. So they're wicked and them are taking all the pressure. So right now, they're thanking my Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Kit Mitchell. They're thanking him for what he's doing. So don't bother with them, wretch on them. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't bother with them. And the Grenadians people and them, they're saying about they can expect better of the government because it's them that doing. They can't say they don't walk in, they're doing all the things. So they're taking all the credit, but they're taking the credit, but they don't realize is the people they really want to feed in. It's only Prime Minister, and them and Mr. Cox and them that helping them out of the, but not the NDC. They too dash wicked. Thank you, Sheldon.
All right, my dear. And I'll say this, when I went to Petit Martinique, and I think Petit Martinique is a good example, and tomorrow night I'll be playing some stuff from the actual visit, other stuff. I only were able to pull up what I showed a while ago is all I was able to pull up before I got in, because I actually got home. I finally got home after 6, and I had to be out by 7 to do the program tonight. So some people thought I wasn't doing the program tonight, but I have to come out and do it. I know you all are waiting on the program. Now, the thing is this. When it comes to Petit Martinique, I must say that I cannot honestly say that there was a divide between NNPites and NDCites and NNPites getting this and NDCites getting that and NDCites alone have things. They were very, very unified. Petit Martinique is like one big Saraka, everybody eating. All right, we've got a call online. Hello, good night.
Sheldon.
Hey, sir, how are you?
Good night, how are you?
I am great, sir. How are you doing tonight?
It seems as though you had a nice trip, you and the other people.
All my back pain in me right now where I did. That's why I keep shifting. My back.
I want to ask you a question. Sometimes I have my little droppings there,
No
but I
problem.
want to ask you something. The celebrations committee, are they still in operation?
Yes, they are, and they will be in operation, I believe, until February next year.
All right, good. Can they cancel that, finish with them, and these big salaries that they paying them, can they take this money and get supplies for the people and them that lose houses and other things like that?
They could, but I don't think they would.
Or why they like the money and then care nothing about other people?
They've got to find the big paying jobs to their friends and supporters, bro.
The time will come when everybody go answer the questions. Have a good night.
All right, my friend.
Good man.
Remember, man, it's amazing because you're asking about the festival committee. Let me say this, and it's a kind of aside from what we've been discussing earlier, but it's one of the issues that I listed that we need to look at tonight, and it is what is going on with Spice Mass, because before Beryl it was bad enough. Now that the hurricane has passed, it's even worse. Yeah? There's the whole discussion, and I'm not going to get into that discussion. I don't think I'm the correct person to get into that discussion of whether or not to have Spice Mass. I'm neither here nor there about it. I think the people who play Mass, the people who play Jab, the performers, the people who go to the shows, the people who actually participate are the ones to say whether or not. I see a lot of people who don't even go a Panorama, who wouldn't go a Soca Monarch or a Calypso Monarch, nothing, wouldn't go to a tent, wouldn't even leave home to go and watch Pretty Mass pass, and they are commenting. That's all. That's their right as Grenadians to comment and so on it. But I think I prefer to hear more from the people who actually participate as to whether or not it should happen. But I'm neither here nor, again, I'm neither here nor there in relation to whether it should happen or not. But what I'll say is from the atmosphere before the hurricane, it already looked like you ain't having no Spice Mass this year. I never believed they having Spice Mass. It's really and truly, I never believed they having it. And then, after the hurricane now, it's gotten even worse. Some of the things I'm hearing, some of the Pretty Mass bands are saying straight up they ain't going and take part in no competition. Some are refusing to bring out a mass band this year. There are all sorts of machinations taking place there. Right? When it comes to the music, Grenadian artists continue to produce excellent music. Excellent. Not just good. Excellent music. They continue to produce. And I think they need all the support that they can receive as much as possible. And you see many of them getting together as well now. Even in the midst of all that's happening, getting together and refocusing their energies to try to assist those people in St. Patrick, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique that have been negatively impacted by Hurricane Beryl. And while we speak of that, and while we speak of, yes, because right now, remember, we're heading down to the middle of July. So in roughly 4 weeks, 1 month's time is going to be Carnival, huh? Yeah, 1 month's time basically is going to be Carnival. And, oh, that's why somebody say 3 weeks from now. Okay, now I understand. I just get a calculation. Yeah, the maths now start the maths. Right. But, so Carnival is taking place. But I don't know if the committee don't know what they're doing, or if they don't know how to do it, or if they need help to do it, or whatever. But there was no feeling of Carnival before Beryl. And now that Beryl has passed, Spice Mass ain't spicy at all and is no mass. Right? We ain't feeling it. And then with the various restrictions that were put in place, and we told you, one person who is involved at the top levels in Spice Mass, and they are associated with a show taking place on a particular day, put restrictions to the point in time that their show is taking place to block other people from having things. I mean, that's the only way we could see it as a fair comment. That's the only way we can see it. Because why isn't it covering any other period of time? Yeah? But just to mention that Spice Mass, no mass. It ain't spicy and it ain't massing right now. Right? 440-7377, 347-329-3101. Let me make sure the phone lines are clear to give you the opportunity to call. I wonder if I can find Miss Wendy Edmund out there. Somebody who's in Carriacou and close to Wendy. Tell Wendy that I need to speak to her. Yeah, I want to get some direct information from Carriacou in relation to what is taking place with the lunch program. They providing the meals. Sometimes it's breakfast. Sometimes they're providing lunch and that sort of thing. All right, to the people out there in Carriacou. So, Wendy, give me a call because I think I had the wrong number for you there. I ain't sure I had the right number for you there. 440-7377, 347-329-3101. And folks, I did say I would announce the number again for Dr. Augustine Pancho, 406-3601. So 406-3601. That's for Dr. Augustine Pancho. He was on with us last night. And again, let me repeat here, because there still seems to be some discrepancies when it comes to information that is being presented by the government of Grenada. Government of Grenada, when you're providing information to the Grenadian people, in particular during a disaster, when people are concerned about their family, when people are concerned about their friends and workmates, their property, please make your information clear. Please make your information concise. Please make your information easily understandable. But when you garble your messages, you are confusing people. Because up to today, there are still people who are under the impression that they cannot just go by the Osprey Express and send something up to their family. Or they cannot go to the Tyrrell Bay and send something up to their family, that it would be seized by NADMA. They're still under that impression. Folks, if you want to send something up and you have your box, or you want to send it up to Carriacou, you go by the Osprey Express, you put the person's name and address and their phone number, etc. on it. You pay your fees at the Osprey Express and you tell the person, go and collect it from the Osprey. Yeah? We have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Night, Sheldon.
Hi, good night. How are you doing?
How are you?
I'm good.
Listen, I think they're making the message pretty clear to me, because I think I watched something the other day where one of the media houses, I think is Linda Straker, was asking a question to the Prime Minister concerning coming to cricket in here, Barbados. And I mean, he said clearly he has nothing to really say to the Grenadian people considering he left in a crisis. So I think the message is pretty clear to me. And if it was reversed, the cricket was held in Grenada and the Barbados Prime Minister left here in a crisis, I don't think that Bajans will take it lightly. So I don't think that y'all should take that lightly at all. I would like you to play that clip sometime along the week, so that I could show a friend of mine exactly what it is that I was looking at, because I know really technologically savvy like you. Although that Tavi would not like to see the face, but she could put her pillow over her head or something while that going on. And I'm here for a little while. So good night to Miss Cammy too, and have a good night. And I'm really sorry of all the disaster and stuff that going on, because it is not an easy thing. We have been spared here, but the sea surge and stuff, kept a lot of boats, and fishing industry actually on the down. So the government warning that fish prices gonna be up a lot and fish can be scarce. Mm-hmm. Where the boats were parked, the wheels just came over and destroyed a lot of boats. Actually, about 40% of the boats here fishing vessels mash up in Barbados. And a lot of sea erosion and stuff. We haven't had a big set of winds and stuff, but the storm surge was really mash up the island a little bit on the coastlines. Yeah. All right, that's all I had to say, man. Okay?
All right.
Everybody, keep up the good work. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so very much.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. 440-7377. I'm trying to get, Wendy, give me a call. Yeah, let me see if I get Wendy there. Right. Let me see. Yeah, I'm trying to get Wendy Edmund. Yeah, so that she can give us a call on the WhatsApp so that we can have a conversation with her. But that caller mentioned a clip a while ago. And let's hear how Dr. Pancho explained that last night.
Let me show you this. I'm going to show you something, Sheldon. And you're going to say, oh, so that's what it was. Remember a question to a leader in a press conference on the day before the storm. The question was, what do you have to say to the people who are questioning why you went to a certain...
Folks, as I'm getting Miss Edmund, let me take that call one time and I'll come back to Dr. Pantry. Hello, good night.
Hello.
Wendy.
Hi, good night.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm so tired, Sheldon. Well,
I know what to say outside of being real tired. I was just about to say outside of being tired. Well, my dear, I see that there are statements being made about the meal program, and I want to give you an opportunity to speak to the Grenadian people and the diaspora, and even those who are listening in Carriacou and Petit Martinique right now next to the local hotspots, and let them know what is taking place with the meal program.
Okay, all right, Sheldon. To begin with, we know that we've been hit with an unexpected in the sense that we were aware that a system was coming, but people were never expecting it to be this of a magnitude. Based on the records, it is stating that Carriacou has been destroyed 98%. Which is almost 100%, because you came to Carriacou today and you could have seen the impact on what happened post-burial. So when it happened on the Monday, and on Tuesday, of course, things were still fresh. People are still left in shock, losing their homes. Even people who thought that their home would have withstood the system, it did not. You were here and you saw for yourself, so I'm not giving you secondhand information. So after that, as an organization, we decided, well, this is quite a magnitude for, let's say, for the authorities to deal with by themselves. And this is the small island, Carriacou and Petit Martinique needs so close knitted. We're a community whereby we believe in independency to a certain level, where we come out and each one help each other and so forth. So we decided as an organization, let's see how best we can help ease the burden of everybody else, the authorities and everything like that. So in conversation with Ms. Emmeline Pear and also Senator Cox and Doc and the rest of the organization, we just decided, let's do a hot meal. The government, and also together with NADMA, is actually giving out relief. And Sheldon, we want to be fair and we want to be square. Like I said, and I've said this also to the Minister of Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs. He was passing one day, and I hailed him out and I said, we see that the relief is there, but we realize that there's an issue with, or a challenge with the distribution aspect of it. So I even offered my assistance as an individual. Now, this has nothing to do with politics, and I want to make this abundantly clear to the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, Grenada, and the diaspora, meaning the international world. Whatever we are doing to help our people here in Carriacou and Petit Martinique has absolutely nothing to do with politics. Although we do represent an organization. Last night I had to clear the air with an individual who is saying that we're posting about Meals on Wheels and we have our logo up on the flyer. Sheldon, take for example, USAID gives assistance to every country in the world. Their logo is there. We have no problem. We have the Great Samaritan Purse. They were here since the system hit Carriacou, and they've been doing a fantastic job. They give hundreds of tarpaulins to families, households, and everything here in Carriacou, and their logo is there. We don't have a problem. Nobody has a problem with it. So why should we try to politicize something that our own people are making sacrifices? This is sacrifice we're making here, because we're not in government. We're using the little resources that we have to reach out to our people. And one thing I'm happy about, and anybody who receives food from our Meals on Wheels can say to anybody, if they're honest and genuine, they can say that nobody has ever approached them and say, this is from NMP or this is from any politician. We meet people because we go around. Meals on Wheels is basically a delivery service. We go out through the island of Carriacou and we try to ease the burdens by giving somebody or giving people a hot meal. The relief is there. People are getting some of these relief in terms of the crackers and sardines and whatever. We know what the kind of food that we get after a hurricane. But there are some people, Sheldon, you and I know, who, even myself, sometimes, you're just tired of eating this food for 8-9 days. You'll be happy to have something warm on your chest. And we've been to family homes where some people say, we have some stuff, but we're happy to have a hot meal. We've been to many places where people would say to us, I'm thankful for this. I've been eating this extra, I've been eating cricks, I've been eating this, but I'm still hungry. This is not a bad thing. If somebody said that they're hungry and we're trying to give somebody a hot plate of food. Now, our thing is to help, to reach out to people. We're not doing this. I've noticed one of the posts on Facebook saying it's political gimmicks. We do not choose anybody to give this food to. What we do, because we're limited in terms of transportation, there are days we will go to the northern part. And you know how it is. We try to cook at least 100 bowl of food every day to give to people. So we wake up like 6 o'clock in the morning. Remember, we're not being paid for this. It's all voluntary service. And it is sad when people can choose in a time like this to say that we are using this to gain political mileage. But guess what, Sheldon? Whether we do or we don't, it's still going to be an issue. So take, for example, if as an organization we chose not to do anything, do you know how that would have turned out?
And then people do it not they criticizing. That's what would happen.
And we criticizing. And in this case, we are not criticizing. And we are doing this from the bottom of our heart. I can attest, I am doing this from the bottom of my heart. The organization is doing this and one thing that the executive always say to us in this time, let us not try to make this political. This is nothing about politics. Anybody come, they can have whatever. It doesn't matter who. You're going out there, go ahead, give it to anybody. When we meet people, you know what's our slogan or line when we reach people? Hello, afternoon, do you wish for a meal? That's it. That's all we say to people. So we want to make it abundantly clear to people. While we do know that we live in a community where you try to do something good for your own people, you're not accepted. MNP has a responsibility as well as an opposition to assist its people. So why are we trying to make this into something so malicious? We are not trying to downplay anything yet. I remember when we started this whole initiative, one of the questions that came up was, should we help with the folks in the shelters? And one of the things we said no, the government is already doing what they're doing there. Let's reach out to other people. So at least everybody will at the end of the day get something. Now, if this were to score political mileage, we will try to do something that's in competition with the government. We are not about this. We are here to help the people of Carriacou and Pitimatni. And I'm certain, and I'm not just saying certain, there are people of the other side. And I'm only saying of the other side now because of the things that are out there. Mm-hmm. You understand? I am saying that there are people from the other side who can attest to the fact that we are not politicizing. We're not saying we're giving this set of people or we're not giving that set of people. Listen, when we finish deliver food, Sheldon, we still come at the station, which is of course by my place where you came today. Mm-hmm. We cook again. People are passing up and down on trucks. You wish for a meal? They're even stopping. And they would ask if they can have something. Some people think we're selling. We said to them, no, darling, we're not selling. We're an organization that believes that we need to help people. And it is about time. This is a new era. And if we have not learned from what has just transpired here in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, I do not know when we are going to learn again. There are some people again who are there saying, this is not happening and people are lying. If people come and say, this is my experience, why would you say that that's not happening? You don't know that. And people should feel free to speak of their experience. It does not mean that they're criticizing. When people speak of their experience, it should be a learning curve so that the authorities could say, okay, well, maybe we need to do this better, or maybe we need to change around the way we do X, Y, or Z. Yeah?
Yeah. Let me ask you a question as well. Excuse me, sorry about that. One listener, hello. I know that you're in a bit of noisy area. Wendy, is the state of emergency and the curfew still in place on Carriacou and Petit Martinique? A listener is asking that right now. What have you all been told?
Well, from the last, initially it was 7 days. So I've not heard anything since then, and the 7 days has up. So, like I said, because we don't have access to radio, to look at the news and whatever. Because what I'm doing, I don't get a chance to look at the news, so I don't want to say what I don't know. But what I can clearly say, I knew initially it was for 7 days. On Monday, there were some guys down the road there, and they were having a little drink, and the police came to them and said that, we're still under curfew, whatever. So that I can get the information and get it to you.
Okay. And you see, again, you're in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, and that information, you don't have it. It's important that the entire island knows what's going on. And this is what we're speaking about when we say that something is wrong with the passing of information on to people. Yeah? Everyone in Carriacou and Petit Martinique should know by now. But anyway, my dear, I'd like to thank. Let me ask you a question. You're in Carriacou right now. So I don't want people to take my word for it. Have they placed persons in the houses in Dunfermline? Are people living there who lost their house?
Dumfries.
Sorry, Dumfries.
No, I don't think there are any persons living there. And I think that was one of the concerns raised by some people here in Carriacou. For some reason, I don't know why we're not occupied. The Dumfries homes are not being occupied for having some of the displaced people. But as we speak, no.
All right, great. Because the minister is saying people live in this, so we want to make sure that we align on the minister. All right, dear. Wendy, I'd like to thank you so very much. I don't want to take up too much of your time, and I don't want people phone back here and there that they blame me.
Again, Sheldon, I want to clear the air with this, and I want you to continue saying to the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, and also the people in the diaspora, because there are some people that before they hear anything, they run with it. And like I said, I had to straighten someone up last night, because tell me, why? Even if there is a logo on the flyer, if you're having a party and you have an organization and you're advertising or you're marketing something, you will put your logo. However, although the logo is there, when we go to people, we don't say, oh, miss, do you want some meal from NNP? No, some people don't even know who the meal is coming from. Some people don't even care who the meal is coming from. Our main objective with Meals on Wheels is to provide something hot and solid for our people here in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. And I just want to let people know that we are coming through the villages. We're trying to see how best we can get some more transport so that we can do at least 2 areas per day, because it's a bit challenging to do 2 areas per day with 1 vehicle. So we want them to know that if you didn't get yesterday, we're going to be coming to you tomorrow. However, while I'm on air, I just want the people in Brunswick 6th Road area to know that we're coming to them tomorrow, and also Trop Hill, Mont Royal. We're going to be going to those areas tomorrow as well. One of the things that we've understood as an organization too is that while we have people in the shelters, while we have some people still at their home, we have to understand that there are people who are housing people right? There are people who have 2 and 3 families in their homes with them because of the situation. Now, these people who are housing these people need to also feed these people.
Mm-hmm.
And us being part of the process is to help our people and to assist and provide some form of comfort to our Carriacou, our brothers and sisters here in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. And it is about time we know when and how to use our politics. It is about time.
Mm-hmm.
We have reached out. And we haven't even ourselves, we weren't asked to be part of the process, or we weren't given an opportunity to say, okay, yes, we can assist to do X, Y, Z. We've taken it on our own. Today we've had 2, 3, this is the 3rd boat that's coming up with stuff from Grenada for us to provide meals for our people. Yeah? And it's no discrimination whatsoever, no political discrimination. We meet in them and we still provide it. Sheldon, would you believe we cooked 3 pots here today? This morning we had pilau with coleslaw. We went around and distribute. Then later on we had, we did some turkey soup because we had some persons, there was a sick individual, I think you all were there with us today, visiting that sick person.
Yeah.
And a few others who asked us, please, if we can bring some soup to them. Normally we cook 1 meal a day. But these persons were asking, if they could have a little soup. So we said, all right, we'll do it. We did the soup, another pot of soup. Then there were some guys who were doing some work. They said they're assisting people to do roofs and whatever. And some other people were going around helping people, they said they were helping cleaning yards and so if we could give them something. Sheldon, we still went back and we made saltfish and provision.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Tell me, how is this politics? Carriacou is in a horrible state at this point.
Yes.
And whatever the new National Party is doing, we're doing it for the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. They said that we are trying to score political mileage. To help our people is scoring political mileage. We know when to use our politics. And at this time, it is not about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? We also have another project apart from the Meals on Wheels. We've decided, okay, we went to 2 areas, and excuse my language, we've seen and smelt the feces. We can't really blame people because we know the situation. We're not blaming anybody for anything.
Right.
We're not criticizing. We're looking for solutions and way to help and cushion the effects of what just happened. So, as an organization in your National Party and, all persons involved, Doc, Sister Emmeline, and Senator Nolan-Court, we decided, because people are going to get sick. People are going to get sick if we continue to have, things like that. So we just decided, let's see how we can get some portable toilets to Carriacou so people can use. Now, getting the portable toilets to Carriacou and Petit Martinique, it's a cost. Getting people to maintain it, it's another cost. Now, are we just doing this for political mileage? We don't have resources, we're not in government. And to the people who are thinking that we're doing things to sabotage government, I mean, there's definitely got to be something wrong with them. Because if we're doing things to help, and you're saying we're doing things, because I've met someone who said, oh, we're sabotaging. NNP is sabotaging what's happening. And all this type of stuff. I'm like, I said to one man the other day, he said, NADMA in Carriacou is NNP. And I'm like, but how? How possible is this? On what grounds are you saying this? Again, we need to know when to use our politics, Brother Sheldon. This is a time when everybody needs to pull together. And the goodly minister says it. Time to pull together. But let's not just say, let's do. When people offer help, let's help. Some people may offer help and you're hearing other people, supporters as well, saying, oh, they're just doing that because they want to get mileage. What mileage? What are we scoring from this? We're spending. We're not getting anything back. We're doing it to help the people of Grenada, of Carriacou and Petit Martinique at this time.
All right. Wendy, we'd like to thank you so very much. I don't want you to go and finish all your power on your phone and then you say me had to send a generator for you. So,
don't worry, my dear. As we speak, we still have folks here.
Oh,
and we're happy. We're happy. This is Carriacou. This is P.T. Matnick. People need to put away this politics. The new National Party is here to help everybody. We're doing what we can to assist everybody.
All right.
We need to stop it. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Sheldon.
You have a wonderful one yourself, my dear.
All right, my dear.
Bye-bye. All right. Folks, we were speaking with Miss Wendy Edmund out there in Carriacou, and she's the lead person when it comes to the Meals on Wheels. And I just thought you needed to hear from her directly. Yeah, I just thought that you all needed to hear from her directly what is taking place. And I'll come back to the clip in a while. Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night. Hello.
My friend.
Hey, sir.
Cardinal.
Mm-hmm.
To emphasize and reiterate on the last caller, Grenadians have to put politics aside at this point in time. They really, let me walk away from my radio right now. Hold on.
A man like you.
We really, but big man, listen, I day next to my girl eating my barbecue and the provision and all.
You just want to let people know that you're eating barbecue and provision. Bah.
I just like my girl, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, no, but I mean, Dr. Pancho last night, and you know, this is not a time for politics. Period. The politics has no place in what's happening in our child state right now and the rest of the Grenadines, the whole Caribbean. It has no place in it. It has no place in it. What the lady just said, that people saying they're doing it because they want political mileage, bro, is the same thing that is reverberating right here in the diaspora, because people up here are spreading the same kind of nonsense. They're doing the same kind of nonsense.
But let me say
Somebody
this,
tell me today,
people,
bro. Let me tell you how dumb this is.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped by someone today because I to do the phone, to check on one of my clients, and the lady telling me she went to drop off some stuff because I saw all the stuff on the ground, and I said, "Mama," she said, "Oh, I went to go on to donate," and the person said, "Oh, she's NNP." She said, "But what party had to do with me trying to?" And it was like, it's like she just take everything and she just come back home with it. Dude, this has to stop. It has to stop. People are suffering. People will die. The lady just said it on the last caller just said it. People will die. Bro, listen, I asked you for Dr. Pancho's number last night. You tell me long time, I traumatized. Brother, I live through Katrina. I live a couple of blocks from the ocean on the Bell Parkway in Brooklyn. Katrina rolled through my neighborhood. Water higher than house. Okay?
And we know you can't swim.
How I go swim? Eh? Who could swim in America? Who could swim in Canasi? When water coming up the road, in the street. When the water coming up and washing your vehicles away. When the water recede. Let me explain this to you. When I walk outside, right? Because my tenants and I was scrambling. And I was in the studio. I was on radio. And I get out and go outside to see, and I'm walking on the road, and Sheldon, I'm watching the water, the waves breaking. It's like I'm talking about on the sea coast. So I had to run back now to secure my studio. And when you watch this thing happen, and when the water recedes, you're seeing fish beating in the street. My co-host on Market Time, Captain had about 10 to 20 pounds of fish in his basement.
Wait,
yes,
just remember we can't take 10 minutes on this call. I've got
anyway,
this 9:45.
Right,
so go on. Yeah, right.
Man.
Yeah,
so I said all of that to say this.
Yeah.
We lived through this because it It was so traumatic for us in this city in New York here. New York is a city full of trauma, gunshot, shooting, stabbing, all of that. But we understand, it's not the time to play politics, man. We gotta stop this. We can't turn away help. We can't politicize help. We can't do this. We gotta stop it. It is for the benefit of everybody, not some people. Have a good night, my friend.
Thank
Please,
you so very much, my brother.
So find a way to emphasize to our nation and our people the importance of not doing what they're doing right now.
We'll do that, my brother. Thank you so very much.
Go back and eat me yam and banana and
Bushy, I'm from Belize again. Anyway, later, eh, brother? Folks, yes indeed. Yeah. 440-737-734-732-93-101. Those are the numbers for you to get on to the inside. We've got a call online. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Hello. Hello. Okay, that caller may be having issues. Yeah, give us a call, 440-7377. Remember to pay attention to the phone line when you're calling. We never know, it might be the first time that you're calling our program. Yeah, and let me see somebody else here. Boss, there's no one in the houses scheme. I just talked to my colleague who is presently up there. Right, yeah. We know it and nobody in the houses. The minister lie. Yeah, the minister lie. We know the minister lie. Right, let's take this phone call. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Good night, sir.
Hi, good night. How are you doing?
I'm blessed. I didn't know your program was back on because so many Carriacou, a lot of them got, decimated. And I didn't know you were back on.
Yeah, we've been
back on. But, sir, the gentleman who just spoke, all of these things in Canarsie, a lot of my families were down there. In Carriacou. But let me tell you so, I'm not making a joke, I'm not being political, but the NDC people are making this thing political. We have people hurting. We are trying to help. My friends, my relatives, we are trying to send things to Grenada. Nobody's connecting us. The NDC people here, and all of them, they're supposed to be connecting with us. We trying to send things home. We cannot, because they're making it political for us. It's like they're controlling everything. I'm an NP, but I have people calling me to send things to Grenada. And my God, we cannot send nothing. Them connecting to some of us because they say we are an NP. We can help. Please, somebody in Florida, please tell us how we can help our people. Have a blessed night, sir.
All right. Thank you so very much. And 440-7377. Let's see if we can connect to this call. Yes, this number. Yeah. Hello. Good evening.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, sir. Go right ahead. You're live.
Yeah, I listened to the program, man. Like these people want people dead. They're dead. And nobody give them nothing. Nothing to eat, nothing. They're sending up people to work for them free. They ain't giving them nothing. No money to buy food, no bus money, no boat money. I mean, nothing to buy food or nothing. You have somebody giving them something to eat now? Politics. What's wrong with these people? I don't know what to say, man. You're giving them something, it's politics. So they want them They're sending them up there, no food, nothing to eat, and they want them like walk like that, and nothing to eat. So dead. That's what I mean. The people come up there is no politics in it. This is God-given work. They're working for God, the people that need help. The Bible tells you before you go to heaven, God go ask you, what did you do for your brothers? And if you ain't do nothing for them, what happening to you? Huh? Faith alone can take you into heaven, you know. You got to have works with it. And these people, like the devil pass on them. Good night, Sheldon.
All right, my brother. Thank you so very much. And folks, quickly, let me see if I could play these two before we take another call. And the first one we're going to play is this one. Let me see if I could pull this across. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, let me take the call on that. Yeah, we're going to get a priority because the last few nights I've been missing quite a lot of the calls. Hello, good night.
Under the nutmeg tree.
Under the nutmeg tree, my brother. How are you?
You know, yeah, I was trying to get the phone a few days, not kind of get you because the guy not take me in Carriacou, you know, Sheldon.
You was in Carriacou?
Yeah, I was in Carriacou. He was going to take me in Carriacou.
Jesus.
I went up Saturday to bring on my granddaughter. And where can take me there.
Wow.
Carriacou in a grind, I know, my brother. But I hear you say you've been up there. I listened to you what day you say you was there.
I was up Friday and I was there today.
You see the place so like the place is a grind, I know.
Yeah, I've seen the destruction. Yeah. It's one thing to watch the pictures, it's another thing to be there.
I mean, my aunt and them about 3 hours in Breeze and one of my cousins tell me, look as I got to clean it out and then the cat go come and stay in it, yeah, current. They go pay a 20 amount and pay the current bill. You know what I mean? So I'll try to get organized, clean it up in Breeze.
Okay, that's a wonderful initiative. You'll give us more information when everything is ready.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I pass through that thing, Dan. Wow.
Well, I know what it feels like.
I see Emily. I see this one. Wow, that one bad. Yeah, I think this man Carriacou. So, well, I listen to the program anyway, so we'll stay in touch.
Okay, my brother. Thank you so very much.
Bless you.
All right. Bless. Yes, indeed, folks. Let me play this quickly for you. Yeah, we'll play this quick. Yeah, nice.
To the Prime Minister.
Sure.
My question to the Prime Minister is, throughout the day and you go through Facebook, there are people who are expressing concern of him going to Barbados. Prime Minister, what would you tell the people who are concerned that you made that trip to the cricket?
I have nothing to say to them.
All right, thank you, Linda. We have...
So he has nothing to say to them, yeah? He has absolutely nothing to say to them. Yeah, and let's see how Dr. Pancho explained that last night. Let's hear what he had to say.
Let me show you this. I'm going to show you something, Sheldon. And you're going to say, oh, so that's what it was. Remember a question to a leader in a press conference on the day before the storm. The question was, what do you have to say to the people who were questioning why you went to a certain sporting event and were not on island to guide this process? And the response of that leader was, I have nothing to say to them, in a very angry tone. Now that anger was because at that time, that leader didn't have control. He was helpless. What? I am frolicking in a sporting event and my country is about to be devastated. The eye, you mean, is going to pass directly on my island and I'm in charge? So at that time, the anger that came out was one of embarrassment, one of helplessness. It was a cry. He was crying, please, somebody help me to make sense out of this. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So,
finally fully understand now.
No, you fully understand. I could tell you, I could make it make sense to you because you see, during that time, a lot of us were thinking, oh man, that man is rude. He is heartless. No, he was not. Well, maybe he came out rude, but it was not out of heartlessness. It was out of, damn, I have lost control over this thing. I should have been here real for real. I should have warned my people. I should have asked supermarkets to stay open and people get food. Now, Sunday morning, I have to tell them to go and get food. And, storm is coming. And you have to make up for the deficit. So he was angry. And there the anger came out. I have nothing to tell them. Of course you do. You're my leader. You're supposed to have something to tell me. You're supposed to comfort me because I'm going to die. I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to lose all of my plans. My car is going to be destroyed. You must tell me something. I depend on you to tell me something. So you see how psychology plays into everyday life. And if we are not careful, NADMA workers and us, those of us who go out and help, and you and others who go out, you may see, well, why is he so angry? Why is he so gluttonous? No, this is not that. At this time, the emotional response is now coming out. Yeah.
Indeed. So you understand what was taking place with the Prime Minister. He had lost control of what was taking place. He realized at that point in time that he happened to be sitting in the seat of the Prime Minister when a major hurricane had the potential to wipe out the island. And I'll tell you this. Speaking to some folks today, one of the things that I heard from a couple of folks were they were not sure that the hurricane was coming their direction. They were hearing too much different things because one moment they were hearing hurricane heading to St. Vincent. Next thing you're hearing hurricane heading to Carriacou. Next thing you hear north of Grenada. Next thing you hear it passing between Grenada and Carriacou. So they were hearing all these different stories. And remember, these are folks that probably never, the elders, may have experienced a hurricane back in 1955 with Janet. Carriacou and Petit Martinique did not experience Hurricane Ivan. While they did experience Emily, it was nothing. Nothing. That was a normal rainstorm, heavy rain falling compared to Beryl. So that people didn't batten down, they didn't do the extras that they may have done had they known what to expect and had it been hammered home that, hey, your life is mortally in danger, your property is in danger. You need to safeguard what you can, if you can, how you can. So I was speaking to one person and they were saying, well, I didn't even batten down anything because we didn't show this thing passing. We're hearing all kind of different messages. Again, make your messages clear. That's why in the Art of War, Sun Tzu says that if your troops don't carry out the orders, sometimes it is not that the troops are wrong, but that you delivered the message wrong. So you're blaming your troops, but it may be a situation where you have not properly delivered the message, or the message was garbled, so that the troops did not understand that you said go left. Instead, they went right because you did not make your message clear and understandable to everyone. And that is one of the problems that they are having. Yeah, that is one of the problems that they are having. So we must make our messages clear and precise, especially when you're speaking about natural disasters. And I'm saying this for what it's worth because we are still in the hurricane season. This is B, there's Beryl. Chris was somewhere up the road there, he fizzled out. Right? So we still have the whole alphabet to go. They have actually said that this is going to be one of the most active hurricane seasons. We know that it really starts to ramp up usually in the middle of August, but it has ramped up even now, and the only thing keeping it down is the Sahara Desert dust that's around right now that is not providing the atmospheric conditions for storm development. But as soon as the dust is gone, look out again. And if they're hanging south, as this one did, we have to be careful. Make your messages, I'm saying this to the government of Grenada, make your messages to the people of Grenada clear and all you could put who all you want as GIS director. It don't make a difference. All you still going out of office when elections call. That is a surety. Nobody ain't saying if what all you're going. You all are limited in the amount of time you have remaining in office. So enjoy it while you can. If you can. So you could put whoever you want in charge of GIS. That is all your business. That is not my business. Put whoever you want in charge. Put whoever else all you want inside it. Me ain't care. Because I'm sure when the election bell is rung, that you all will be going out. Yeah? And careful is not 15-0 all you get as well. Folks, that's all the time we have for Talking Points tonight. It's been wonderful being here with you. We'll be back tomorrow night with more Talking Points for you. I am heading home to try and get some sleep. Dying easy making Petit Martinique, Carriacou. I'm back down to Grenada today. I am really tired. I've been up since 5 a.m. and I went to sleep after 2. So, yeah, tonight, believe me, I nobody tried to reach me tonight. All you ain't go find me. Folks, that's all the time we have for Talking Points tonight. And everything you say and do it safe and secure. Want to be speaking to and with you and definitely not about you. Love each and every one of you. I'm Sheldon Scott, signing out until tomorrow night at 8 p.m. once again with Talking Points.
Grenada, may God bless you. Grenada, may God bless you. The gem of the Caribbean, struck by a Hurricane Ivan. The spices blew in the wind and the people all started to scream. The force of the hurricane has wrought havoc and caused great pain. But we are proud to say that we are on the rise again. Because our people are strong, it didn't take us too long to start to rebuild our land. The spice leaves, the spice leaves, the spice leaves, the spice. Yes, we're building better than before, and to your tourists we offering more. Oh yes, the spice leaves, the spice leaves, the spice leaves. The speed of the recovery have boosted the industry. Tourists who visit the land are amazed at the things they see. With a better infrastructure, we're building for the future. A nation rising with pride, and we know you'll be satisfied. And now the pleasure is ours to invite you to our shores. You will never regret for sure. The spice leaves, the spice leaves, the spice leaves, the spice. Yes, we're building stronger and stronger. It all goes well for the future. Oh yes, the spice leaves. Yes, we're building better than before, and to your tourists we offering more. Oh yes, the spice leaves. The gem of the Caribbean, struck by a Hurricane Ivan. The spices blew in the wind and the people all started to scream. The force of the hurricane has wrought havoc and caused great pain, but we are proud to say that we are on the rise again. Because our people are strong, it didn't take us too long to start to rebuild our land. The spice leaves, the spice leaves, the spice leaves, the spice. Yes, we're building stronger and stronger. It all goes well for the future. Oh yes, the spice leaves. Yes, we're building better than before, and to your tourists we offering more. Oh yes, the spice leaves, the spice leaves.